Alright folks, welcome back to the next episode of Math4Bronx. Welcome back to the next episode of Math4Bronx. Today we're going to prove the difference of squares. And how do you prove this geometrically? Well, let's start with a square. A square of side length A by A. And so the area of this square would be A squared. How about B? Well, if you put a smaller square here of side length B by B, well then its area is what? B squared. So this one has an area of B squared. This larger square has an area of A squared. But we want to find the difference in their areas. And so what's the difference in their areas going to be? Well, it's going to be this remaining area. This remaining area. So how do you find that remaining area? Well, you can chop it into two pieces. Okay, so here's our first piece. Here's the first piece of our remaining area. And what's the area of this remaining piece? Well, if this whole thing is A and this is B, well, the remaining part, this piece would be A minus B. A minus B. And so if this is A minus B and this is A, well, what's the area of this rectangle? It's length times width. A times A minus B. Okay, likewise, what would be the area of this? Well, the width is B, and what's the length? Well, if the whole thing is A and this is B, this remaining here would be A minus B. A minus B. And so this area inside would be B times A minus B. B times A minus B. So what's the total remaining area? Well, it's going to be the sum of these two rectangles. It's going to be equal to A times A minus B plus B times A minus B. And so do you see a common factor here? Take those common factors and factor it out, and what do you have left? A minus B times A plus B. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the geometric factorization of the difference of perfect squares. Thanks for watching this lecture of Math4Bronx. We'll check you out next time, sponsored by Brilliant.org.
Ambition plus MKO plus scaffolding equals learning. We believe anyone can learn anything. That's why our motto is memorization is a crime. And that's why we partnered with Brilliant.
Brilliant transforms math and science into hands-on activities so that you too can understand everything from first grade math to E equals MC squared. Barry Science Lab and Brilliant is your MKO, and will give you the scaffolding to expand your ZPD until you become the next Sir Isaac Newton or Albert Einstein.
Visit brilliant.org/Barry Science Lab today. And the first 50 of you to use that link will get a 20% discount on the Brilliant annual subscription.
Don't forget that you too can become the next Einstein. So let's fall in love with math and science.